Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now an inside give to Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, we'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Bills going nickel, 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Going right this time to Hampton. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Connects on the crosser. The tackle quickly follows that catch, and this one reaches the 23. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Set. Go. Hey, go. 380. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down.
Set. Baylor tight. Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Give now to the running back. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Into the gun. Here's Hampton. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down throw for Allen. Short pass brought in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Back to the line they come, second down.
Round 80! What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points.
180! 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. What's that?
Drive play straight ahead. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's second down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5.
319! What's that?
Back-to-back carries here. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
180! You go!
Cook can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal.
180! What's that?
Cook again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal.
Third and goal for Allen. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it. They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10.
380!
Here's Hampton to open the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Set. 21. Go.
Back to Hampton. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple, leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Set. Cap it.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Lion. Set.
Plowing up the middle. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Cap it. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Throw left side, caught by Douglas. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Gun. Brown 80. What's that?
Working from the gun. It's Allen. Into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bills have a 1st down.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
Play action now. Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Nickel look by the Chargers here, 3rd down. Again, Allen to the air. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Middle.
To the air again, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. James Cook, the intended target, and it sets up 2nd down. Allen gonna throw again. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Alert!
They'll throw 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Bills with a punt team out there. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8.
At their own 8-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Go.
Now Herbert to throw. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. Tackle made right around the 26. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chargers.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. We put everything he's got behind it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
380. Hey.
Herbert back to throw. He's got Hinton underneath. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 10 yards. It's another Chargers 1st down.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Set. Delta. Hut. Hey, Ray. Set.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Working now from the gun. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now Allen. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they make the tackle at the 38. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. That one's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the 2nd half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of the 2nd half.
There's swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
It's Hampton on 2nd. On the move, past the 40. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First and 10, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Set. Black 80, black.
Back to the air, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set now. First and 10.
Crowd right. Hey, set. 80, go.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
5-9. Set. 80.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, third down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Running it with Hampton. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up fourth down and 1.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. Back to throw it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Round 80!
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with second and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Allen looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 15-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10.
Set. Cap. Set.
Lone back gets the handoff. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. Another carry for him. off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dicker on now for the PAT. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Allen. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
That one's caught. Judy has it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They'll run it with Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
On 1st down, Allen. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by the rookie out of Washington. And the Chargers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Set. 380. Set.
On first down, they'll run. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
380. 380. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Allen on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Buffalo first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up. Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch and a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Caught, nice gain left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43. Here's Cook. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
All right, here we go. Second down. Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And this one doesn't go far.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on third down.
Alert! Alert! 180! What's that?
Air it out on third. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
56! 56!
Gain of 5. It's fourth down.
What's that?
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He connects downfield. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on fourth, and they pick up a first down, too.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
The 9-yard line.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Allen setting up to throw. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Here's another for it. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up fourth and goal.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's fourth and goal. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. A fourth and goal, and you go quarterback sneak, Brock. You know this firsthand. You better trust those big boys to help you get that ball across the goal line.
You can almost feel it the second you get done uttering the play, right? It comes out of your mouth, and those linemen just give you that look. Like, yes, this is my chance to own the line of scrimmage, to move the people in front of me. That's a good call and better execution from the entire group.
The Bills are lining up for it.
They'll try it on the ground. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Bills 9.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
380.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Baylor Tigers. Set. 380. Set.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Set. Lion.
Back-to-back carries here. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
A couple ain't happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Set. Wide 80. Go, let's go. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
380. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Set. Go.
To the air this time. Herbert. All the left side. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. We get the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Chargers holding a 4-point lead. So 1st down from the 41.
Hey, Ray, set. Delta, stop.
Dive play straight ahead. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
12. Set. What is it?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Line, set. 380. Set.
Back to the well again. He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Set.
Design quarterback run here. So the Chargers take this one on the road. One of their longest road trips of the season, Brock. But thanks to that primetime slot, the body clock not too thrown off, and they played like winners on this big stage.
Yeah, they sure did. The only thing that's going to be screwed up on their body clock is that long flight home.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a whole lot easier celebrating a great performance.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Buffalo.